In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops, along with paramilitary and police personnel, arrested over a dozen youth in Baramulla, Islamabad, Pulwama, Rajouri, Poonch and Jammu districts during house raids and cordon and search operations. The detainees have been slapped with Black Law, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. The operations were also conducted in Srinagar, Budgam, Kopara, Bandipora, Kolgam, Shopian, Reasi and Samba districts. The military operation continued on 30th consecutive day today in Surankot, Thanamandi and Mendhar areas of Poonch and Rajouri districts. The Al-Badi Hurriyat Conference spokesman in a statement issued in Srinagar criticized Modi-led fascist Indian government over the incessant deployment of occupation troops in the territory. He said people are already in distress due to unending cordon and search operations, raids and witch hunt of employees, students, businessmen, journalists, lawyers, intellectuals and political activists by Indian paramilitary forces, National Investigation Agency and intelligence agencies. The authorities imposed a lockdown for 10 days in Srinagar and adjoining areas in the name of Corona curfew. The lockdown has been imposed particularly in 14 areas of the city including Lal Bazar, Hyderpora, Chanapura, Bemina, Hamdaniya Colony and Bemina Housing Colony. Meanwhile, an analytical report released by Kashmir Media Service on the anniversary of India's illegal occupation of Muslim-ruled princely state, Junagadh, said that November 9 is the day when New Delhi occupied the state in sheer violation of international laws in 1947. The report maintained that Pakistan has a rightful claim on Junagadh state owing to the genuine instrument of accession signed by the then governor of Junagadh, Nawab Muhabbat Khan, on 15 September 1947. PDP President Mehbooba Mufti, speaking at a meeting in Srinagar, launched a scathing attack at Narendra Modi-led Indian government for creating suffocating conditions for the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Hurriyat leaders and organizations have paid glowing tributes to the greatest poet, scholar, philosopher and political conceptualist Allama Muhammad Iqbal on his 144th birth anniversary today. They, in their statement, said that Allama was a strong proponent of the political and spiritual revival of Islamic civilization across the world, particularly in South Asia, who awakened the Muslims of subcontinent through his universal poetry and political acumen by presenting the idea of the creation of Pakistan. The OIC's Special Envoy for Jammu and Kashmir, Mr. Yusuf Ad-Dawbe, expressed OIC's abiding solidarity and support to the legitimate Kashmiri struggle for their inalienable right to self-determination as enshrined in the relevant United Nations Security Council resolutions. The envoy, along with OIC's Assistant Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs, Mr. Tariq Bakht, and other senior members of the OIC met with Foreign Secretary Sohail Mahmood in Islamabad today. The Foreign Secretary underscored that the visit reaffirmed the OIC's resolute support to the just struggle of Kashmiri people for their inalienable right to self-determination. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi took to the Twitter to question the misuse of the draconian law Unlawful Activities Prevention Act against journalists and rights activists by police for their social media posts on anti-Muslim violence in Tripura. A French online journal, Mediapart, has shared more evidence about foul play in the Rs 59,000 crore deal with India for 36 Rafale fighter jets. It said that the alleged fake invoices enabled the French aircraft maker Dassault Aviation to pay at least 7.5 million euros in kickbacks to a middleman to secure the deal. The journal deplored that the Indian agencies did not pursue the case despite the existence of documents. India has put its troops on high alert both in Arunachal Pradesh and Ladakh after Chinese entities have upped the ante against India and threatened a military action in Arunachal Pradesh through a flurry of posts on Twitter. According to Indian media, Chinese aggressive social media campaign comes on the heels of a recent report by the Pentagon that claimed that China has built a 100-home civilian village in the disputed territory in Arunachal Pradesh.